my senior year of college at Wentworth. My sleeping schedule was really, really not good. I was drinking a ton of energy drinks.
Yeah.
And so it was not good. And, emotionally, I was not always at my best.
Sure.
And so, like I said, I think college is probably the best and the worst time of my life at different points. There's a lot going on. And I think that's one of the reasons why I wrote the book and why I'm so passionate about it, because there's a ton going on in college.
Yeah.
I think that, whether it's my book or any book you're going to read or someone you're going to talk to, it's nice to know that other people are going through similar things and that you're not alone.
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting that the best and worst phase of your life were like the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, there's just so much going on in college for me and for a lot of people, whether it's, with sports, you have the academics, you're meeting new friends, you're trying to find a job, you're trying to balance relationships, you're trying to, live on your own and make your own decisions. There's just so much going on that some days
I was going to say, and do your own freaking laundry.
Yeah.
Some kids don't do any of that stuff until college, and they're like, wait, I got to do my own laundry?
Oh, man.
Dude.
Exactly.
But on top of all that,
there's so much going on that, the days that were good were really great, and the days that were not good were really bad,
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Well, you came out of it strong. And now you're sharing your passion. You came out
of it, and like one of the most important things that I think you've done is write this book. It's because this book can help so many people.
Yeah, man, you're gonna help a lot of people,
and that's got to make you feel really good about yourself.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really happy with it, and I think the whole helping people aspect of it is really what I want to get out of it. I've spoken to a few other people about the book, and they've kind of asked me what my goals are, and my goal from this book, unlike some other people, is not really to make money. I'm not looking to, get rich off of this or anything like that. I'm just like, it's genuinely my story and what I learned and things I think that can help other people.
Yeah.
So I'm not really concerned with, how much or how little money I'm going to make from it. It's more just about, this is a resource for people. And that's why I'm so forward by just sending people copies like you guys. I'm stoked to send you guys a copy. Like
that's awesome.
I don't expect you or I just want to send it to you guys so you guys can check it out and maybe give it to someone who who could benefit from it.
So did you have a co-writer, or how does that work?
No, so I wrote the entire thing myself. I do have a graphic designer.
Okay.
Her name's Caitlin Hebden. She's here in Maine. She's fantastic. I'd recommend her to anybody. And she's been great doing all my graphic design. And then I spoke with another gentleman about how to make the book look professional.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So that it's like eye catching, and that it looks like it's done, like it's produced professionally, so that it doesn't look like someone just kind of threw it together.
Yeah. See, my book would just look like I threw it together. So
Well, I can think of, I have a bunch of nieces and nephews, and I can think of a lot of people that would really benefit from this book.
Yeah, we'll promote it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as it comes out, you'll have to let us know, and we can promote it for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely let you guys know once it's out. And like you said, I'll absolutely send you guys a couple of copies, because that would be fantastic. Like I said, just give it to whoever needs it, and I'm happy to help.
Awesome. So before we end, did you have a question before? I was going to ask him this last one.
I was just going to ask him about his interest, and one of his things that he's passionate about is flying. And do you have your license, or are you planning on getting it, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, so I do not have my pilot's license.
You're
I
just
flew in
passionate about it.
Yeah, so I flew in some smaller planes, like some single engine planes when I was younger with my dad. He knew some guys. We have a pretty large airport here in Sanford, and
Okay.
he had some friends who flew small planes, so I went up with them a couple times when I was younger. But I've always been fascinated with airplanes and
Yeah.
how they work and everything. And so just the thought of being able to fly one myself
Do you
is
have
super
any
appealing.
interest about helicopters?
Yeah, helicopters as well. Like I said, the airport here in Sanford is pretty big, and we
Okay.
do have some private and I think some like commercial helicopters, like a Life Flight helicopter, a couple other ones maybe that fly in and out pretty frequently. So I've been very interested in helicopters as well. Just flying anything in general
That's
is
cool.
super interesting to me. And so not yet, but at some point I will become
That's
a
in the
pilot.
plans,
I'm
yeah.
very
That's-
interested.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's awesome. I'm sorry, John.
Dude, no, that's okay. That's great that we got to hear that, because there's some other things that you're passionate about.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and everything. I was just gonna say, who do you look to, or what do you look to
Get that
gain
motivation,
inspiration, motivation to and it doesn't have to be a daily basis, but something that you do to increase your motivation for life.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a couple plugs here for the audience anyway, and for you guys, anyone who's listening and interested in kind of what gets me going. And
Oh, shit.
Right.
Come on, Tanner. Pick up.
did you guys lose me on there?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we did.
Sorry about that.
Right when you were about
No,
to
no
tell
worries.
us, it just like
Yeah.
turned off for like and nothing.
Yeah.
No worries. I hope that didn't mess up anything on you guys' end for
No,
the
no.
recording.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
He can edit this out.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so for kind of inspiration for me, I look to Jesse Itzler a lot.
Oh, yeah.
He
I like
started
him. Yeah.
Who is
an
that?
airplane company when he was younger. Jesse Itzler.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's really awesome, and his kind of thing now is build your life resume.
Yeah.
And so
that's right.
it's kind of a company of multiple different things he does, but it's about building your life resume rather than your like job resume. And so instead of filling up your time with meetings and job stuff, stuff like that, it's about doing like experiences and, going on hikes and doing, like just like getting out of your comfort zone and, making memories. So I really like that a lot. That's had a big impact on me. Rich Roll and the Rich Roll
Rich Roll,
podcast.
yeah. I like him
just
too.
listened to the Rich Roll podcast
You did?
yesterday.
Just recently,
Yeah.
He's awesome. He's one of the ones who got me into ultra running.
For sure.
And he's just really great. His story is fantastic. So I listen to his podcast quite a bit. I've read his book. His book was kind of what got me started on my more like health journey. I was really more cognizant of my health after listening to his story, kind of coming back from being an alcoholic and being overweight and everything to becoming one of the fittest men on earth.
Right.
And then, someone else who I look to pretty frequently and someone who I've actually met is Chad Wright. He's a former Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with him. He was on the Rich
I
Roll
would
podcast
love to get in contact with him and interview him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really great. He's on the he does the 3 of 7 project. That's his company. Him and his brother Blake. I actually just spoke with Blake a few days ago, and they're just awesome guys. They do the 3 of 7 project podcast, which I listen to very frequently. They have some awesome guests. They do some awesome stuff. They do some experiences as well. I went on one last August called the Basic Course, which is pretty much you show up with 8 strangers who you don't know, and them, the instructors, Chad, Blake, and then their friend Nathan. They're awesome guys. They're the
Jeff
instructors.
Forrester actually knows him, and
Yeah, and it's funny enough, on the basic course, Jeff and Tim are actually both going on the basic course this weekend. It starts tomorrow for them.
That's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they're both excited about that. But yeah, they're fantastic. 307 Project's great. I'd recommend them to anybody. It was one of the best experiences that I've had.
Oh, that's awesome.
I really enjoyed it. So yeah, they're awesome. Yeah, like I said, I'd recommend them to everybody.
Cool. That's great. Dude, it's been really nice having you on here.
Oh, it was a different style of a podcast like than we normally do, minus the fact that you got injured. But
not quite as heavy. Some of our podcasts are pretty heavy, you know.
But we really appreciate you coming on the podcast and sharing your story and sharing about this book, and like
look forward to it coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely let you guys know when it's out, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time and having me on. It's been super fun for me, like I said, and it's helped me grow and become less of an introvert, we talked about. So this was really fun. This was really fun. I really appreciate it.
Okay. We just want to invite everybody to like this, share it, subscribe, and if you have anybody that's out there you feel like, or yourself, that would like to be on the podcast, have an awesome story to share, you can
get in contact
with
me.
Shane.
My email address is shawarn@gmail.com. So if you just want to hit me up on there, and that's probably the best way, the most likely for me to see it. And yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, again, it's been awesome, Tanner.
Yeah.
And we'll chat soon for sure.
Yeah, thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Okay. See ya.